Well, hello there. We've got our crunch bar and we're ready to watch Ghostbusters Afterlife. So would this be Ghostbusters 4? We don't count Ghostbusters Hang Up the Phone, Answer the Call, whatever the one with Melissa McCarthy was called. What about Vigo in the painting? Did that happen in this universe? I guess it could have, they just don't talk about it. I can't show the footage that I shot from the movie theatre. I think it will infringe on copyright. And I don't want to hurt this film. I love it. This is the greatest film ever made. Ghostbusters Afterlife. Hyperbole aside, it made me feel alive again, ironically. I can't tell you the last time I watched a movie and I got I could feel like my heart beat and breath come out of my face, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm alive and I'm watching a movie. The music in this is wonderful. I'm so happy they kept Elmer Bernstein's original theme, but obviously had a new orchestra perform it. I want to get the soundtrack on vinyl because I'm a hipster. Nah. Cassette tape will do. So here we are in Walmart. It figured prominently in Ghostbusters Afterlife. So here comes the spoilers. So go see it now, and then you can come back and listen to this, or don't even bother, just go see it, and then you'll have your own thoughts and opinion. They say opinions are like dead babies under boxes. Everybody's got one. Starts off with Egon capturing Gozer, or maybe like a keymaster or a gatekeeper, and driving back to the farm. But he smashes through the gate of the Shandor mining company, which, how did he get into the facility if he didn't go up that road, which was obviously the closest road to his house? Did he go along the back road to sneak up on them? Possibly. And then then he goes home and passes away. I thought it was like very moving. Like, it's obviously scary, but it was like, oh, he's a ghost now. I like that bit. And then his family comes to stay because they have no money, and a roof over their head is a roof over their head in this small town called Summerville, Oklahoma. It's cool how they got out of New York City finally. I wonder if the Melissa McCarthy one would have been more popular if they were in Pittsburgh instead. But I should stop bringing up that one. Do you think that one will just be wiped from history now? Like, it'll be really rare to find a copy? Jason Reitman did a great job with this. I felt like I was watching an 80s film, but in a good way. So anyway, they find the trap and the proton packs and learn how to be a Ghostbuster by capturing Blue Slimer. I'm sure he has another name. And it was great to see the Ecto-1 again. Kind of looks like the same condition as my Ecto-1 toy car. I think there's less rust on the movie version one, though. Then Phoebe calls Ray from the prison. So you get one phone call. I thought it would have been great, instead of the sheriff saying who you're going to call in that great moment, and obviously we knew what he was going to say. It'd be great if they panned in on him, full like Jaws push-pull on the beach against Sheriff Brody. But this time you push-pull in on the sheriff. Who do you want to call? It would have been wonderful. So we don't get the line, and it's like, it'd be hilarious. But I don't know, my humor's a little different. Plus this is for mainstream audiences. But I digress. It was good to see Ray in Ray's Occult Bookshop from Part 2. Ghostbusters 2. Ghostbusters Peace Sign. Which reminds me, so Ghostbusters 2 never existed, right? Because in the second movie, they revamped the Ecto-1. I think they called it the Ecto-2 or something like that. And then they put the peace sign ghost on the side as the logo. Not the old one, but this one has the old one. So maybe they reverted back to the old logo after Part 2 to get new business. What do you guys think? were there two Ecto 1 cars, and the one in part 2 was just a different one, but Ray seemed very upset that Egon stole the car and the proton packs. So they all come at the end to help them. Peter Venkman, Ray Stantz, and Winston Zedmore turn up in their overalls. Why do they have to wear the overalls? Like, it'd be better if Peter wasn't wearing it. Because why would he put, I don't know. And then the podcast kid had time to write podcast on his overalls. Like, I don't, what's the girl's name from the Spinners restaurant? The love interest. I forget her name, I'm sorry. Why would she put on overalls? Like, I don't get it. I guess we're Ghostbusters now. We got to stop ghosts, so let's put on the uniform. I get it. It made more sense in the first movie. I don't even know why they updated the overalls, coveralls, whatever they are, mechanic suits, Michael Myers costume. Like, why did they update it for number 2? It was more like a grey. Well, I'm exhausted now. It's after midnight. Thanks for listening to my rant about Ghostbusters Afterlife, the greatest movie I've seen in 10 years tops. Wonderful. Although I'm sure I gloated on Star Wars The Force Awakens like this also, and that has not aged well. Like, they did the same exact thing in part 1 Ghostbusters with the Gozer, the Gozerian. And why do they need Ivor Shandor? Like, his corpse is like Lennon, cryogenically frozen, and then he comes alive and says, "I built this for you, Gozer," and then she just rips him in half, which is great. Why is he wears like a military costume? Like, it should have been like way more faded and sepia, or he could have been wearing like a business suit from the 30s. I don't know. They could have done without Ivor Shandor turning up, in my humble opinion. Like, that was the weak point. But all the other actors, great. The characters, wonderful. It was great to see Egon again. I can't imagine a better send-off. I gotta believe Harold Ramis is looking down and giving a thumbs up, thanking us for sending him off in such a beautiful way. I need to get that soundtrack. It's just wonderful. In the end credits, it said it wasn't available. Well, it didn't say it wasn't available. It said, this record is available on CD and cassette. You know how it normally says that? It did not say it. But we had 2, like, Easter egg, what are they called? Fake endings. When the lights come on and then the credits roll and then they have like an extra scene. Okay, they had 2 extra scenes. So if you go and see this, watch out for the 2 extra scenes. There's one with Dana Barrett, played by beautiful Sigourney Weaver. And then there's a second one with Winston Zedmore and Janine, talking about the old days and how Winston funds Ray's occult bookshop. I wish he funded it by just like buying books anonymously, so it's enough for him to pay the rent and Ray thinks he's in a business situation, not just, someone paid for the heating bill and the lights, electricity this month. That's cool. Like, is that what they were implying? Again, I don't know when I'm ranting, but this movie made me feel alive again. I think because they used the nostalgic music, like Ghostbusters. I watched it 1 billion times by now. Growing up, it was the first movie I could watch from beginning to end with humans, and it wasn't a cartoon rabbit or something. So it was good. I think maybe they hoodwinked me by using the same shots and the same notes and the same soundtrack and the same like camera angles and swing. I don't know. Have I been scammed? Or do I really love this film? If not, oh well. In the end credits, it said they used a photo from the Sam Roberts and Jim Norton show on Sirius XM. I never saw that one. No. This movie had heart, and that's why I'm recommending it. Thank you. Goodbye.